Max nothing. Max nothing.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. See, his name was Ducky, came from the streets. The Project Taylor Home, Southside Project, Chirac, the Terror Dome.
We back. We
back.
Oh,
What's
shit.
going on,
Oh,
mate?
shit.
Jesus, you messed up
scared the shit out of me.
our entire entrance. If this was wrestling, we'd get booed.
What would your entrance music be in a wrestling
Fam,
in WWE?
DNA, bruv.
Fuck that.
The second half. No, actually, it wouldn't even. Oh, what would I...
Coming to heart don't stand a chance, man. Listen back.
That's a bit mad.
Your heart don't stand a
Shit.
chance.
Are you gonna wrestle or are you gonna love them? What's going on?
It feels like it's been
Far too long. And you come in like looking all tough. Ooh.
Yeah, actually, what
My
would I
knees
come
can't
into?
hold your legs.
Yeah, your knees can't hold your legs.
legs. These just want to
What would I
play
actually go
it.
into?
What would you do?
I think I just have J. Cole's bitch on replay.
Just like nothing but bitch. Just silence. Just bitch.
Bitch.
Or you can do the low cool shit. Bitch.
Yeah, that would basically be my intro.
Bitch.
I will go, yeah. That's pretty lit for me, man. That's calm. I'm comfy with that.
What would I do though, realistically? I think I'd have flavor in your ear. But just Biggie's verse. Niggas is mad I get more butts than ashtrays. Fucking fast lane, I get behind the fast way. Ski mask way. It's too good, bro.
Man.
Nigga ransom notes. It's sick.
Oh, man.
It's
That would be
sick, man.
sick.
Can you imagine? Imagine, they're all talking, you know, when people are talking wrestling. And you don't stand a chance against me. And all of a sudden you hear in the back, brr, 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 and everyone turns around. It's just a light flash. I just walk through.
Actually, no, I don't think that... Oh, yeah, that would be great. No, I think
lit,
that's
man.
been played out, though, man. You got to come with something original. I think I come with, like, a Kanye West song.
As if...
I come with, what's it called? What's that song?
Ain't no question if I want it, I need it.
The depressing shit.
That's lit, man. I will never ever let you live this down. That's lit, man.
That verse is so sick.
That verse is sick. And he's all
He
muffled.
said, drop the bellies out and get in the pool. They'll get there.
Back to school. Sick, man.
What's that? How'd it go? I'm trying to remember how it starts.
I feel like I got to play it still.
Nah, all I need is the first lyric and I can go off.
Okay, let me bring up what is that song?
It's off.
Yeah, My Beautiful Dark.
Yeah,
but
My
what's the
Beautiful-
song called? I keep thinking Devlin, but that's Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Hell of a Life. No.
Where's the search button on this shit? Oh, here it is.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That's not the album I was thinking about, though, for the song that I was gonna choose.
It's flashing lights, isn't it? They have to be flashing lights.
Are you dizzy? No,
What?
man. We're supposed to go in hot.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Penitentiary Chances. The Devil Dances. That's what it is.
Oh, no, let me hear the first lyric. Oh, shit. Let me turn it down. We won't get copyrighted for this one. Oh my gosh, this verse is so fire!
Sick. It's so good. The devil dances, eventually answers. The call autumn.
Oh,
The lot of balling. Act like Baldwin.
tensions. Way we
Brandon.
branded.
Face it.
Jerome get
up.
my
Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh, it's too
Fuck, they
good.
check all through my bags and tell me that it's random.
That's it.
This week's been a man. I need a happy ending and a new beginning and a new fitting and some job opportunities is lucrative.
Listen.
Yeah, what's it? I can't remember the next bit. I treat the
that's
cash like the government treats AIDS. I won't stop until all my niggas fucking get it.
Listen.
Oh my
Listen.
God. How are you
Ain't no
niggas hating on
question
this
if
guy?
Listen, that's the first topic, by the way. That whole situation.
I didn't even get to find the song that I was going to intro to you.
That's a good intro song, Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Nah, man.
That's a sick intro song.
I
I might do I Am a God.
I am a god. Something with my damn croissant.
Where my damn croissants? Where my damn massage? That is lit, man. Fam, you're never gonna find it, bro.
I know, I'm never gonna find it.
You're never gonna find it.
It's like I just remember my cousin dancing to it, and that's what made me like think like, yeah, this is gonna be my interest fucking music.
Still, if we ever became wrestlers.
Yeah, how can you man hate on this Donny?
I mean, you can hate on him right now.
No, fuck that. No, you can't.
Do you think he's mental?
No, I think that if he's mental, that's applaud him for that, because all the geniuses been named mental and crazy and all that shit.
No, but he's not moving very genius like. Right. Listen, by the way, let me just start first and foremost. I'm fully playing devil's advocate right now. I don't think he's crazy at all. I think he's of sane mind. I said this. I posted on my Snap, not even on my Instagram story. I think he's absolutely sane.
Yeah.
But
plug yourself.
Listen, I'm just saying. I don't know what.
Now plug yourself.
Oh yeah, no. Instagram's Simon Atang, by the way. Simon Atang.
Well, yeah, follow the Max Nothing podcast.
Oh, you even intro, mate. Welcome to the Max Nothing podcast, season 2.
bitch.
Season 2. Season 2. You got to do the high pitch one. We back, baby.
All you dogs are going.
We got. Do not say another word. We back in season 2, the Max Nothing podcast, man. Episode 16. Or season 1. Or episode 1, sorry, of season 2.
No, but who's it with?
Who's it with? Bloody Simon
and Ethan.
You know the drill. It's mad. And this is Inside Corrupt FM. Massive.
It's been donkeys.
It's been donkey. You beat me to it, man.
Bitch.
It's actually been donkeys and camels, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a while. I hope everyone's been well.
Sure.
To be honest, this is the first time we've done this with in daylight.
Yeah,
imagine.
Summer's coming, baby.
The summer's coming, baby. Speaking of, this is the second summer in 2 months.
How can't I remember this song? At the same time, I'm trying to remember this song.
Oh my god.
My apologies, team, but
this is the second summer in 2 months. It's mad.
Facts.
It's 3-day summers.
Snow.
I'm loving it. Oh, yeah, it's coming back still.
Yeah.
That first little heat wave came like a week after the snow, innit?
Yeah.
Yes, London's moving different, bro.
Yeah, different.
I don't know what's going on, bro.
It's a bit mad.
I don't know what is going on.
Yeah, but
anyway, sorry. Yeah, welcome back to the Max Nothing podcast, season 2.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be a bit different now.
Yeah,
we're gonna get going with a little bit of a new thing, but we'll explain that after. But now we're in the middle of a conversation right now, so the console was ape. So we'll keep going with that.
We'll continue with that.
But listen, forget that one. Listen, Kanye West, yeah. I don't think he's crazy, but what was that slavery comment though?
I haven't completely watched it, so I'm not gonna give my full opinion on it.
Haven't you? I've watched it all. I mean, the thing is, I know what he means.
Yeah.
It just brings me back to, in that Charlemagne interview when he's talking about he's trying to communicate, or like some people are trying to communicate 2030 ideas with 2018 language.
Yeah.
Obviously,
That's the point that
it's all about analogy. You got to think, do you know what I mean? So it makes sense when he's not the most eloquent person.
Yeah, because he's low key an attention seeker as well.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone has their vices and all that.
Exactly, so allow him, innit?
But the thing is, you got to think, like, every time he says something, I'm thinking, like, I don't think he has enough language or vocabulary to explain his actual point.
Yeah, fact.
But I know that I can see it, like,
because it's just like everything. It's like a meat grinder. Like there's all this substance, but it just gets crushed and comes out.
It just comes out.
Oh,
that sounds like a choice, bro.
It comes out.
Do you know what I mean?
It comes out how it does.
It just comes out
how it does, isn't it?
Because the thing is, I've noticed when he, again, in that Charlemagne interview, which was, by the way, was 2 hours long.
Yeah.
But it was very insightful. I'm not gonna lie. It's whenever Charlemagne asks him a question, you could see, like, he would always pause.
Yeah.
You could see he's actually calculating his answer.
Yeah.
And like, it's just really interesting. Like Kendrick does that as well.
I think like he calculates his answers and goes off topic.
Yeah, he does.
Then he just says whatever's there at the moment.
He does. Like, he's relevant at the start, and then all of a sudden he'll say, "Listen, I was at Nike. I met the CEO." And it's like, okay, all right, okay, cool. And Charlemagne's just patient. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's done bits though for streetwear clothing.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
Has he though?
Come on, man. He made, in my opinion, like, he made like deaded up fashion like look good.
Have you been following Shia LaBeouf?
No, but here's the thing.
Shia LaBeouf's a trendsetter, bruv.
But let me explain.
Go on.
There's been like the whole ripped jeans vibe, which is like, Fairs. That's been on for years.
That's been a while, yeah.
But like
Donkeys.
clothes that look like it's mashed up and it's just neutral colours.
Yeah, the zombie apocalypse style.
Yeah. Like he made that a trend. I got to give it to him.
I mean, is it a
He
trend?
made, like,
Do people wear that though?
Mate, I'm wearing a jumper.
You're not wearing that.
Nah, man. I love that. I love that jumpers with holes in it. Yeah, man. I love that.
I don't really vibe with them, you know.
Oh man, that's my thing. You see me in that?
Yeah, I've seen you in it. I've only seen you in it the one time though.
No, I have like 3-4 jumpers like that.
I've only seen you the one time.
Oh man, I wear that out. You see me enough. Come on, mate. I
So
wear it enough.
I've seen you in uff, mate.
Yeah.
I seen you out of uff. That's what I'm saying.
You see me enough, man.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know what Kanye's saying, man. What I'm saying is, if it's a publicity stunt,
well
done. Because if it's he's got the whole world think he's crazy.
He's got the whole world
in his hand. You got the whole world in the palm of your fucking hand. How many's that Tyler verse? Man, nah. If it's not, then
well done.
Well done. But at the same time, like, watch what you're saying. Like, because to be honest, it's like
say what you're saying, man.
I don't know. Did you see? You should have seen it in that TMZ thing after we had that slavery thing, and then that other guy, whose name is Van, who came and challenged him and was just like, "Listen, I look up to you, bro, but at the same time, what you're saying is appalling." Kanye's just standing there like a 10-year-old child, just being scolded. Just Kanye's face. When
yeah.
But where's everybody at though? Like it's that kind of face, just standing there, and then at one point he says something, and Kanye's like. And then he keeps speaking. He was like, "No, see, you said 100, like I did," and he was like, "Boom," because I don't know, like
I love him.
I love him, like
I love him, man. I love what he does.
I just can't wait for the next album, to be honest.
No, I'm fine with him just being him. I love that next album, but just like with Life of Pablo, like what you said in the Charlemagne interview, how it was like that fucked him up, like it fucked him up mentally.
What?
Because he put his heart and soul into Life of Pablo.
Yeah, he did.
And it did not get the traction that he felt it deserved.
But the thing is, it was the most streamed album of 2016. So
yeah, but he loves radio time. It's like everything you get, everything you don't get, you want.
You got to get off the radio term. It's not about radio no more.
Are you mad?
It's not about radio.
Nah, but
have you seen what's getting played on the radio?
Yeah, I know, but
all these pop.
Yeah, but radio is still a big thing.
And Logic is saying, I sold way more than that pop bitch.
He said what?
I sold way more than that pop bitch.
Who's that?
Any pop bitch.
Oh.
So way more. I thought it was something about Taylor Swift at the start.
That's what I was thinking.
But then I was like, mate, how many of them are there?
She's in a different league though.
Yeah.
Music wise, like what's it called?
Music wise or like traction? Yeah.
Traction, she's in a different league.
But Reputation didn't do that well.
I don't know her music, but
to be honest, I wish I didn't. But I'm there in it. I seen it on Spotify. Reputation, that was her last album. So I didn't listen to it. Listen, it got played in.
No,
it got played in. I got bleeped that, don't I? No, wait. They don't know what that means. It got played in.
They might know that.
They don't know.
They might know that.
They don't know anything. Oh my god. Fine. It got played. Listen. I got played there, so obviously I was hearing it every day in that. So, what? I'm gonna bleep it. I'm bleeping it now.
Simon just revealed it. Listen, if you have great hacking skills,
there's a how. I'm going to mute it. It's gonna be infinite decibels down to 0, bro. It's gonna be nothing. You can't hear it.
You'll be able to find this podcast at its raw state.
Okay.
And then unmute where you find he worked.
I feel like that's a waste of hacking talent. I finally know where Simon worked.
It's like it's like a what's it called? A high jumper playing hopscotch.
Yeah. Like I could jump 12 meters in the air, but I've got to hit 1 square and then 2 squares on the floor.
Pretty much. It's like going like this.
Like they're jumping 5 feet in the air and then landing in the 2 squares, and jumping 5 feet and landing on the 1.
That's banter.
Pure banter.
Banter.
I miss RS sometimes, man.
Let's have this debate about RS and Michael Dapar.
Which one's better?
I feel Michael Dapar had a mind, but I was
This
about to
is
say
the-
something
what-
quite controversial.
Listen,
but
listen.
I was going to say, I feel like Michael Dapper had a mind for a future, but I feel RS had the same thing. Because RS had
he
I
could
had a
have done.
thought of his future for his reputation.
Yeah, he didn't want to be known as that one character.
Yeah, whereas Michael Dapper thought,
This
I'll
is
have
banging,
to-
so
I-
let me take advantage.
no, not even that. Like, I understand, like, you know, I'm putting myself in this situation and I don't want to be known for this, of course, but that forces me to grow out of it.
Yeah, but that's gonna be so impossible now.
I don't think it will be.
Nobody. There's a very minute population in America specifically that
Yeah.
even know who Michael Dapper is. Everyone knows Big Shaq though.
Yeah.
They think he's real, bruv.
I know, but I feel like he'll grow from it. Like whether he
dunno.
gets casted in a short film or in a film or something like that.
People be like, Big Shaq's acting.
or he gets on like a theater or something like that. Like, I think it would be.
Will he do that though?
No, man, I think that would be really, really good for him.
It will be good for him, but I don't think he's aiming for that.
I think he's aiming for Beyond RS.
You mean Big Shaq?
Big Shaq.
I mean Mo's got his own show in that now. Mo the comedian.
Mo the comedian is all he's done. He's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Doing it for
Quite a bit on
while.
Instagram and that. So.
Yeah, so I rate that. Like
I rate that.
Shouts
Honestly, I
out
rate
to
the
Mo
grind.
comedian. Shouts out to RS. I'm not sure of your name. I've met you before, but I'm not sure in your
Aquade.
yeah Quade
Yeah.
and Michael Dapper. Shout out to you, man, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're listening,
If
that's a
you're
good point.
listening.
Let me just look at this one podcast with 34 subscribers. Let me just check this out.
Why not, eh?
Why not, eh?
Well, this could be the one where what's it called?
I'm on iTunes.
A successful benefactor listens
That's a very good point.
and promotes this.
That was. Do you know why the season finale banged so hard?
I have no
I
idea.
actually have no idea.
I have no idea.
It got like 100 listens overnight. I don't know who it was. They all came from Walthamstow.
Thank you, though. What?
They're
Swear.
all from Walthamstow. I don't know what happened. I checked it. Shout out Walthamstow,
Shout out
boy.
Walthamstow.
Shout out Walthamstow.
Money on the map.
Money on the map. Oh, 161. Fucking map.
Money in the fucking map.
Fucking
No, but
map.
shouts out to Wolves though. Stowe. He's 17.
Stowe, he's 17. Them
He's
man
lit.
there.
Wait, in the
Wait,
flex. Like.
wait.
Yeah, man. But thanks for that.
How I jump right up your boo. And I take me from you.
True.
And I got the fucking cooker whistle. Let me kill her. Then again, it's true. Shit,
Hold on, I'm
man.
waiting for this to load up.
But no, that's it. Yeah, but yeah, thanks to everyone who listened to the season finale.
Facts.
That felt like it was ages ago now. It was like only or whatever,
Oh, shoot.
something like that. We haven't been doing this for ages, bruv.
Yeah, you gotta
What's
bleep that
been
out.
happening? What?
Bleep out the time that
Why?
just it makes it seem like we done this. Just came from nowhere.
All right, cool. Yeah. So we're back out of nothing from the volcanic ashes.
From the
Volcanic ashes.
He's lit.
Speaking of, have you seen what's happening in Hawaii?
What?
Hawaii.
What's happening in Hawaii?
A volcano just erupted and is like going into the streets. Legit.
Swear down.
Yeah, legit. Let me bring up a video from BBC.
Huawei.
Shout out to C.
Sponsor us!
Shout out to C. Please, they're big donnies, bruv. They're not small no more.
Huawei. Did you see they made a new laptop where you can choose if you want the
Yeah, I saw
the
it.
camera's a key.
And did you see the meme?
Yeah, it
The
was like-
FBI. No. Our whole livelihood.
Shouts out to Eames for that one.
Shouts out to the FBI.
No, shouts out to Eames. I didn't see that meme unless it was for her.
What on Instagram though?
I don't go on that.
Come on now.
No, man, I only go on there for the NBA. Yeah,
That's a bit boring.
No, it's not, man. When
Up
you
your
love
feed.
the NBA.
Look at the BBC is taking a mick, bruv. Their tagline was lovely. That's a bit of a violation.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's a lava overflow. On the 26th it happened, but it's still going on.
Swear.
It's spilling into the streets like I seen it on a car or something. Look. It's mad.
Who is recording that?
Yeah, we're probably a safe distance away. That's ridiculous. This is what's gonna happen. It's like Pompeii. Hopefully not.
The name just made me laugh. Sounds like Pompeii.
It sounds like Pompeii.
Pompeii.
That's moving like Pompeii. I don't know what's going on there.
You just-
Jesus Christ, volcanic.
Pompeii.
I want to climb a volcano at one point.
One day,
Yeah.
you're in a different breed, bro.
What do you mean? If it's a dormant one,
No, I'm comfy.
Nah, a dormant one, and then
You want
then
to
you look inside.
climb a volcano?
Yeah, it's just a standard
Different.
mountain. It's a standard mountain with a hole in it.
Different.
Oh my lord! A dormant one is just a mountain with a hole in it.
Yeah, no, I'm comfy.
What? I'm climbing that.
No, I'm comfy.
What's the
still.
maddest thing you'd ever do in life?
The maddest thing I'd ever do in life. That's a big man question there.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be looking at the outreaches, bruv. Climbing a volcano is nothing.
Are you dizzy, cuz?
You're climbing a volcano, a dormant one. That's nothing, bruv.
Climbing a dormant volcano is nothing.
That's nothing. It's not gonna erupt.
Nah.
Bruv, that's so nothing. The G is a K now. It's nothing. It's nothing,
nothing.
bruv. It's nothing, bruv.
Nah, I'm comfy.
Well, you lips without brushing teeth. That's nothing, bruv. It's nothing.
Oh, no, you can't reference them.
Yeah,
man.
shout out
Not
to...
yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Hashtag Radar Radio.
Radar.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista. Rest in peace,
Ciao.
though, man. Ciao. Arrivederci. Hey, what's going on?
It's peak, but
They had so much potential.
we wanted to be on there, man.
I know, like a disappointed dad. I feel like such a shame, man.
Nah, man, it's peak, but
Death to the infidels, bruv.
unlucky.
It's over.
Unlucky to you, man. I've been searching for the comments on the episode on the season finale.
Yeah.
Of those people.
Yeah.
I can't remember their names.
Dancing with your auntie.
Dancing with your auntie.
And there's one who's a butterfly.
Yeah. But shouts out to you, man.
Yeah, shouts out to
Or
you, lot,
you
though.
females.
Whoever you are,
Yeah,
we don't know who you are.
yeah,
Don't
but-
reveal yourself as well.
Yeah, do what you want to do. But shouts out to you, man. Love for that. Comment with some questions, man.
It's true, and share and rate on what's it called, on
man's talking
iTunes.
about that crackly. Comment a question, bro.
A question, man. Forget the mic. By the way, I'm back with a good mic. I know people love to hear my voice. I've returned, and I don't sound like I'm next to a campfire or nothing.
We read comments.
So I'm saying,
we engage.
I got roasted, bruv. The joke's thing is, I added that little intro just because if I threw them in the deep end, they'd be like, "What the fuck is this?" So I added that little intro, and then what the fuck is going on? And then the thing is, as soon as that, literally the second, not even the millisecond after the intro ends, yeah, and then I come in, the first comment. When you stand too close to a campfire, I'm like, oh lord.
You get that crackly.
I'm getting roasted, bruv. Jesus Christ.
It's all.
Literally, I'm getting roasted like a campfire.
You small.
True.
You need some schmo.
Man, like small.
But what were you gonna ask me before?
What the hell was I going to ask you?
I cannot remember.
What have you been up to, son?
Today?
Just like in general, bro. Like,
Man, I've been comfy, man. I've just been.
since technically I haven't seen you in donkeys and
Man,
camels.
come on, man. Don't take my thing.
I'm saying camels, man. Camels is my thing.
No, that's too many syllables.
It's the same amount.
Camels, donkeys.
Good one, bro. Very good one, bro.
Good one, bro.
Shut the fuck up, you black. They'll never know what that
King
means.
Kang, shouts out
Shout
to
out
you
to
as
Kang.
well.
Shout out to Kangy Kong.
Kangy Kong.
I think that's a Kangy Kong. What have you been up to, man? What's going on?
Nah, I've been comfy, man. I just been rearranged my room yesterday.
Oi, oi.
Yeah, that
You
was.
put the bed in the middle now, innit?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was one of the worst sleeps I've had. Not gonna lie.
Worst?
Yeah, like I felt weird.
I know what you mean.
I was all over the gaff. I
I could fall over on both sides
no,
now.
I was all like I was everywhere. Like I've never slept like turned horizontal. Like
That's wild, though, having that freedom.
It was mad.
Sleeping upside down. I can't imagine it.
It was weird.
The thing is that you got a double bed, though, so you can, like, spread eagle if you wanted.
Yeah, spread eagle, you know.
Spread eagle, bruv. Spread eagle cross the block.
Man, you sounded like the Lonely Island there.
That was Death Grips.
Yeah. Death Grips, what's that?
You know the Death Grips?
They're a group.
Education.
No,
Dung,
come
dung,
to-
dung, 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 dung. Death Grips is an industrial hip hop group.
Okay.
Basically, the pioneers of noise rap.
Of noise rap.
So whenever you hear like a and then someone just starts spitting over it, they did it first.
So like
They didn't do it
freestyle.
first, but what?
Like street rap.
Yeah, you know SoundCloud rap?
Yeah.
Even madder than that.
Okay. Oh, so you mean like mad instrumentals?
Yeah, but like
I
even
thought
the
you
way
were
they
talking about like beatboxing and then rapping over it. I was
No,
like,
no,
what
no,
the
no. No. Like, yeah, mad instrumentals, like noisy instrumentals, metallic.
Do they have good flows?
It's just the one guy, but he can rap. Like, he can rap. He raps weird though, because he the way I'll describe it is like a combination of Kendrick Lamar on his last album,
Okay.
XXXTentacion, and any heavy metal band in existence, like the heaviest heavy metal band.
Okay.
And then like ambience of a junkyard. That's how I describe it. A combination of all four things.
Of a junkyard.
Of a junkyard, yeah.
It's lit.
That's how I describe it. It's so lit. Oh,
You sure about that?
it's lit, man. Because as I said before, during that one point when I said, you may not be able to appreciate the lyrics or like everything that's going on, but I have to rate the intricacy
Yeah.
that's going into every single sound that's like being put in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
It's mad the amount of like thought
That goes
into everything that's happening. It's ridiculous. I have to rate it.
Yeah.
It's one of them
really
ones.
truly, that could just be a stroke of luck.
You can call it a stroke of luck. Or I was having this discussion with my brother yesterday. Actually, if two people, one of them is a professional, like rated photographer, and one of them is just an amateur photographer, they just so happen to snap the exact same photo. Would you rate the two photos differently?
This is what I feel. I feel like art shouldn't be defined by experience or anything like that, because it does.
I think the same.
Because in my opinion, it has nothing to do with the artist.
That's what. That's what
It has zero. But it's like me. No, I can't even say that, because like, if someone cooks a meal, that's their art. Like that's so good. But when it comes to like, to a certain degree, photography.
Yeah.
When looking like capturing a picture, to me.
Yeah.
Some instances it's ridiculously good, but like, let's say you climb to the top of a mountain and you take a picture.
It's bound to be good.
I don't think that I think that's like, appreciate the picture, don't appreciate the photographer.
That's a good point.
But when it's like a piece of work where it's like someone's,
it's
like,
mad meticulous.
Yeah, like that one where Ian was showing us where he was on a train and someone was like looking at their.
Oh yeah. Like there was thought
that,
going into yeah.
That's basically what the picture is this, for example, there's someone sitting on a train, on the underground train, and on the train on the wall there's adverts, right? So on the back wall where the train rubs against, sort of, not the platform, the train stopped and it's a picture of someone, the train's packed and people are on their phones and everything like that, but there's a one snapshot of a advert on the wall. And it's like an animation of a cartoon looking with his eyes open, looking down, and this person
diagonally,
diagonally, and this person caught it perfect timing where it looks like the cartoon is looking over the person who's sitting down on the train, looking over their over their shoulder onto their phone.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's a very powerful picture because it's so perfectly timed.
It's true.
But things like that, I think that's looking at it and thinking, raw. I could capture this.
It's a moment. You have to be in the moment.
Yeah.
All these photographers like, have you heard of this photographer called Gregory Crudson?
Probably not, man. No,
I study photography, but
you
Gregory
studied it, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Gregory, I'll show you a few pictures of it. Gregory Crudson basically does these really, really set up shots, like they're almost like movies.
Oh, so this is like there's like a snapshot of a movie.
It's not. It's a photo. That's literally.
But he prepares it. That's like
the way he presents.
idea
There's a set and everything, and the cameras are mad, and he's got lighting, and it's basically like a movie setup for a photo.
I don't like that.
I think it's an interesting concept.
I think it's an interesting concept, but I'm not a fan of so much mise en scene in one.
in a photo.
In a photo, yeah.
Can you pass me them tissues, by the way, or pass me that roll?
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man. But I'm
not really a fan of that, just because I feel like, to a certain, like, I've become really. Shout out to what's her code name? New.
I mean M's again, but the other M's. But we can't call it the other.
Let's call her
Worth. Yeah, Worth.
No, Worth.
Worth. Worth.
So shouts out to Worth for the conceptual art of like phrase that I have now
True.
become accustomed to, and rinse, because I rinse that.
You've got to get conceptual. Yeah, it's true.
There's no fucking answer to that.
That's a good point.
There's no answer to a
What does that
conceptual.
mean?
What does that mean? It's
just it's like conceptual.
It's just conceptual.
It's
but-
just in there.
it's just in there.
It's in
there.
there.
But, yeah, I find like alternative art, like I think that you can find beauty in everything.
Yeah.
I think you can find beauty in absolutely everything, which is why I don't.
So you don't think it's particularly to do with the artist?
Yeah, I like raw art.
I'm of
like
the
very
stigma that art can be intrinsically good.
Yeah.
Whether it was made by someone with no particular skill or someone with a mad skill set. Like my brother was bringing up Picasso, and I was like, okay, he's got skill set.
Yeah.
In fact, he has so much skill set. He got bored of being sick.
Yeah.
So he started painting completely different.
Yeah.
And that's what he became known for. But at the same time, like, just because he has that skill set doesn't mean that random Jimmy couldn't technically produce the exact same thing and it would be the same thing.
I feel like you should just give credit.
You
Like,
should really give credit where credit's due.
Art is one of those things where you can't say that's bad or that's good. It's
Just because it was made by...
It's art. And art means, in my eyes, art means my eyes. That's what I see art as. Like,
How do you mean that?
This is how I see it through my eyes. And here's what I'm communicating.
Personal.
You can see, it's such a personal thing.
It is, isn't it?
It's
It
such a
is.
personal thing, and everything is art.
I see that. Everything and nothing. Again.
Yeah. Max Nothing, baby.
Welcome back.
Max Nothing.
Welcome back, season 2.
Thank you for the-
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was the whole debate. Like, I just think, like, just give credit where credit is due, man. If a piece
No,
of
just
art
give
is sick,
credit
you
to
just
credit.
gotta... Do you know what I mean?
Just give
Like,
credit to art.
Just give credit. Just give credit, man.
Yeah.
How long have we been going for?
Got about 10 more minutes and we'll start.
Come.
Yeah, but
And then we'll start. Ooh, what we starting? We'll
true.
see. You'll see.
Yeah, but that's just how I feel art is. I feel it's just like it's everything. It's just like I can look at that water bottle and just be like, you know what? I find that so beautiful.
It's true, yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's also to do with the viewer as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
I see that.
It's something that cannot be defined.
I
Maybe
see that.
when we're in 2030.
2031.
2030. Why 2031?
Because I'll be 32 then.
It's disgusting.
Prime
my God,
age.
That scares me, man.
Prime age.
What will be going on in the future then?
Who knows? Who knows? Did you oh, you didn't watch the little music video that I made for the Lift Yourself remix that I did
What? Where did you put that?
on Instagram? But it's on YouTube.
I did not see that.
Didn't you?
No.
Didn't Ems tell you?
No, let me go into it.
Oh,
You
right.
made like a full music video for it.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to watch it now.
Let me watch a part of it. With the Instagram bit.
The Instagram story bit, yeah. I'll show you that.
Raw!
Yeah, it's lit, man. It's lit. But no, this is at the end, basically, in that music video, I had little...
Is that what you said you were going to release today?
Yeah.
Yeah, plug that.
Yeah, yesterday. Nah, but, I'll plug it in a second. But essentially, in between every shot, there's
You got
like
any DMs from that?
black clips. Yeah, loads.
Wait, let me see it. Oh, no. Oh, is it?
What? Huh? Nah. All big men.
Oh, yeah. I like
Supportive friends, man. I rate it. People are so nice, man. People are actually so nice. I really like.
Yeah, until you need them for something.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, who of them people have promoted it for you?
No,
What
I didn't really
percentage?
ask them to.
Yeah, man, come on, they would have. That's why I'm gonna put that everywhere.
Still,
Yeah, of course I am, man.
I know Camp Bell did and Trills.
Yeah, but
Shouts out to them, man.
them man are just intrinsically good.
Yeah, like they're so nice. Man. They're so nice.
Shouts out to them, man.
Shouts out to them, man. But nah, yeah, that's in between that or on the last. So between every
long is
shot,
it?
it's like 3 minutes. In between every shot, I had little black clips. It was inspired by. You haven't seen Kendrick Lamar's video for it's called "God Is Gangster."
Okay.
It was for the songs "You" and for the For Sale interlude.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a double music video. But a few times, every once in a while, there would just be a black.
How did you say you haven't seen this video?
I know you haven't seen it. That's why. But no, in between a few shots, there would just be a black screen with just like white text that's seemingly random but has some sort of like relevance in somewhere. I was inspired by that. I did that in this one, and the last one I show just says 2031 because that will be the year when I will be at my artistic peak. I'll be at my artistic peak in 2031, mate. What year is it now? 2018. Catch me in 14 years, baby. This is gonna be a fun one.
Manta.
14 years, man. But nah, 20 yeah.
I'm 27.
Eh? What you doing at 27?
27, man.
That's 2026, you know.
When I'm 27, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
That was on purpose.
Lit.
Oh my god.
But nah, man. We'll see.
Watch it, bitch.
Watch me. Watch me. Oh.
No, watch it, man. Watch it.
We'll see, man.
I can't wait till I'm 27, man.
What do you like better? Observing art or creating it? That's a hard one, isn't it?
I really like.
Do you know what I mean?
Really like
it's true.
But I like looking at something and going, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, I like looking at shit and going, that's crazy, bro.
I know what you mean.
Crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro.
But at the same time, it's like whenever I see something, I just get inspiration.
Yeah.
It's like I see something and I go, mate, I want to apply this somehow to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Immediately, that's already my first thought. Whenever I see something, I see a painting, a photograph, hear a piece of music, read a book. You know what I mean? I'm just like, mate, I want to do this kind of thing in whatever I'm doing as well. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they're connected.
I'll plug yourself, by the way.
Plug myself how?
For acting.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just
What's the name of the thing? Where can you find it?
I mean, it's on YouTube. Just search for Simon A. It's called it's called Raise Thine Freestyle. The Lift Yourself remix. I just did that. I kind of just did it on a whim, just to catch a little wave. So we'll see what happens there. But it was fun to make. It was fun to shoot. My sister helped me out on that one.
How did you attach it to the?
I bought a specific rig. I think it's under there. It's such a strong. It's basically 2 suction cups attached to like the top of a tripod that can like angle itself. It was so strong. I was scared at the start that it was gonna fall over.
Is it a DSLR?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was scared it was gonna fall, but I realised, mate, it's not falling. Like, it's too strong. It was. I rate the. Well, I should plug the brand, but I don't even know the brand. I forgot the brand, but that is sick. Amazon, I rate you.
You can't plug Amazon.
No, I gotta plug Amazon. It's there. It's that thing.
Shouts out to.
It doesn't have it there, I don't think.
Why don't you have good sponsorship?
But no, that thing was like proper solid. I stuck it on the side. It was very sick, man.
Delkin. Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, please. I rate your gear.
Delkin. Shouts out to Delkin. This is some raw.
Delkin, sponsor us.
Strong thing.
Cocoa Pop, sponsor us.
No, man.
Why?
Shut up. You can only do one.
What do you mean?
Delkin. Dude, get some free fucking equipment. Are you dizzy?
I want to get free Cocoa Pops.
Man, you're vegan.
I know, but like for the greater good.
You're vegan.
For the greatest good, for the greater number.
Shouts out
Jeremy Bentham.
Shouts out to Delkin for this great piece of machinery.
It worked really well.
The whole piece was if you could sponsor a piece of ours, that would be greatly appreciated. Help a young nigga out. Help 2 young students out, man.
Please.
Come on, please, man.
Please.
We won't swear on the video.
Yeah, after you just... We won't fucking swear.
Fuck, nigga, we won't swear.
We won't swear, nigga.
We won't swear no more,
God
nigga.
damn.
Sponsor this shit.
Please. Love you, though. Anyways, yeah, shouts out to that piece of equipment right there. It was basically the only thing I used. Plus my DSLR.
It was like a penis.
Yeah, it was fun to make. Whoa, I wouldn't say that when I tried to sponsor still. Phallic symbols.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong?
Because I've got testicles. Look at this.
Oh my god.
How much is this?
Was that £30?
And for that great price as well. Delkin, you're actually doing bits, I can't lie.
Man, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Only for 400? Wow. At such a great, it's like moving like QVC. And this one, Only 49. Can you believe it, Stacey? Can you believe it? 49. So I just can't believe it. I'm wearing it right now. I told Sandra.
You remember when that guy slipped?
Who slipped?
He was on the teleprompter. He was like this. He was like, you see, he's great, honey. Now look, I'm better.
No way. I did not see that.
Yeah, man. 240.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta take a gander.
Ah,
It's time.
Shall we begin?
Alright.
Shall we begin the new era?
For the...
Max nothing.
Hello, welcome back. But this is where it gets a little bit different.
Into the song.
This is where it gets a bit different, guys. Remember when the start we were saying season 2 is going to be a little bit different, and what we're going to do for this season?
You sound like a teacher.
Look at my hand as well. All
You're
right.
Italian.
Now let me be clear. All that. But no.
Blunt is bodacious.
Listen. As the days of rotation keep y'all on ducking. Listen. The way this is going to be different is we're calling this season the story season, and what that means is
Couldn't come
every
up with
single.
anything better.
Do you want to do something? I didn't think so, baby.
Huh? Oh no, give me a sec.
Go on.
I'll continue. I'll
All right,
pop up
cool.
with something.
For now, it's called the story season. So every episode, we're each going to introduce a different story of our own.
Max Nothing's merge.
Yeah, and
That's it.
no, have it something to do with stories though, because what's Max Nothing's merge? What is that? Sounds like a game.
Max Nothing's.
Dash Max Nothing. Take Max Nothing out.
Alright.
There's something season.
Deeper than water. That's
But what does
it.
that mean though? This guy's in a different
Come on,
space,
man,
bruv.
come on,
Moving
man.
like
It's deeper
Kanye.
than
2030
water.
thoughts
It's
in 2018
deeper than
language.
water, man. We're deeper than water.
Yeah, but what's the next season gonna be called then?
I don't know.
Exactly. We'll call it okay. We'll have that as the main title, and then the story season as the subtitle.
On this cool lines.
Lines. All right. Fine.
No,
Anyways,
no, it's not cool lines. No, man, that's dead.
we're gonna come up with the title after.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So each of us have got a story here. Each episode will be a different genre, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell our stories, and then we're gonna aim to combine them into one mega story
Yeah.
by the end of the whole entire thing. So this is pure fun. We've never done this before.
Yeah.
But the theme of this one is horror.
Yeah.
Horror.
All right, so
Horror. Do you want to go first?
Let's do rock paper scissors. Let's start. At
That looked very booky there, boy.
Let's start. At
Let's
three.
do rock paper scissors.
Let's start. At
This one.
first to three.
It's this one. What are you doing, son?
First to three.
First to three. First to three. Best of three.
No, first to three.
That's no one does that rule.
I do that, man. First to three. Yeah.
Fine.
You ready? So we're going rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors. Alright, 1. Rock, paper, scissors. Alright, 2. Rock, paper, scissors. Alright, GG.
All right, cool. You go first.
Spot!
I told you I don't lose, baby.
I said first to 3 games.
No.
Okay, so let me give some a quick disclaimer to my story. My story isn't actually about. In a sense, it's about a horror, but it's not your conventional horror.
Okay.
So it's more of a reality horror.
Oh, Get Out.
Yeah, you could class it as that. But
Psychological horror.
Yeah, so more of a sort of a psychological.
Social.
Yeah.
We'll see. You.
So
you
the
tell
name
it.
of the story
Okay.
is called 46.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start.
Do it.
So, story begins.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
The protagonist's name is called Mister. That's what I refer to him as throughout the whole story.
Okay. Cool.
So his name is Mister. It's his birthday, and he's just turned 46.
All right.
He has a 3-year-old called Caleb. His wife, who's 42, is called Andrea, and she's 3 months pregnant. She is unemployed.
Okay.
So Mister works at a secondary school. He's an English literature teacher, and he's been there for about 6 years now.
Okay.
When he first started the school, he didn't know many people or anything like that. Was pretty like a shy guy. He was confident, but he was conserved, so he didn't speak out much.
Mm-hmm.
He just came in, done his job. Hi, how are you? Da, 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 da. So on, so on, until about 3 or 4 years into him being there. There was a younger teacher called Shannon.
Okay.
She is a secondary school science assistant.
Right.
So Shannon is a science teacher's assistant. So she's training to become a proper teacher.
Okay.
And so a year passes by and she's still an assistant, but she hasn't progressed as far as she should have. So she's still there. And as them two have banter within each other, they're cool and everything like that. Like they'll say this is one of the girl amongst all the, because he's older sorry, I forgot to mention, Shannon is 33.
Okay.
So she's been there for a year and he's been there for 6 years. But within their relationship, he's very close to the science teacher, to the main science teacher. He doesn't have a name because he's irrelevant. But he's very, so Mr. is very close to the science teacher.
Yeah.
But she's the science teacher's assistant. So as time progresses, he becomes not close with her, but friendly with her. They become acquaintances.
Yeah.
She's Romanian. Okay.
But does she have a thick accent in that?
Yeah, she doesn't speak full English, which is why she hasn't progressed very far in her teaching career.
Okay.
She's remained a science assistant.
Right.
So she hasn't gone very far. So she thinks, you know what? I'm going to these classes and I've got an exam within the next 7 months. Hey, Mr. teaches English. Why don't I ask him to, teach me?
Tutor me, yeah.
To tutor me. So every Thursday for the next 7 months, when Mr's marking his papers for his English literature class,
yeah,
she comes along and she'll be like, you know what, let's like tutor me.
Calm.
So for an hour after he finishes marking his papers, which is about 5:30, she'll come into his classroom and they'll go through everything like step by step of what she's learning in school in her class. He'll add on to that. He's adding on, he's teaching her, and it gets to a point as she has her test now. Comes to the tutor class that they would have usually had every Thursday at 5:30, and she comes late. She comes at 6, and he thinks, oh, what's taking her so long? Well, let me wait. Maybe something's wrong. Gets there at 6, and she's like, oh, you waited? I passed.
Oh,
she passed her test. So her English has gotten better. She's doing a lot better. And she's thinking of leaving within the next 5 months.
True.
So she says, you know what? Thank you so much for this. Can you take me out I'll take you out for dinner. We'll celebrate. So they go out for pizza. Go to a pizza restaurant. And she's talking about her husband and how, she's in love with him so much and everything like that. And he's quite like a strong henchman because he's Romanian, isn't it?
Right.
So yeah, them Romanians. But,
yeah.
So
Brick.
they're enjoying themselves. They're drinking a bit, and Mr. realizes that he's drank a bit too much. So he thinks, you know what? Give me a sec. Let me just. She's like, yeah. Like, no, let me just go to the toilet. You go to the toilet, and for those of you who have been pretty drunk before, you go to the toilet, and when you realize you're drunk, you look in the mirror and you're like,
mate,
like you start feeling your face. You're like, shit, like I'm actually fucking, like I'm drunk, I'm fucking drunk, like I can feel it, like I start making mouths like,
yeah.
I'm drunk. So he turns around and he's like stumbling a bit, and he's like, shoot, man, like. Son, I gotta go home. Like, I gotta go home. Like, it's a Friday. Like, it's Thursday night, but we got work tomorrow.
Mad.
So, it's getting to about 10:30 now. I gotta get home. Like, I'm tired. She's like, completely understand. She's a bit tipsy herself, but not as much as him. She's like, I'll call you a cab. Calls him a cab. They're laughing in the cab and everything like that. Blank. He wakes up in a living room with in his boxers, with his suit top on from work, but he's just in his boxers with his socks still on.
So as in like a dress shirt?
No, he's like blazer, shirt, tie.
Oh, right.
Just in his boxers and his socks.
Okay.
With his trousers and his belt all the way over there.
Right.
Across the room. He's like, what the fuck happened? He looks around. Goes into her
This is how do you know it's her living room?
Just wakes up. Goes into the
He doesn't
mirror.
know this living room.
Doesn't know the living room.
Okay.
Just goes into a mirror that's in the living room, looks and just sees like makeup on his face.
Makeup.
And then sees lip gloss on his lips. You can see like the residue.
Residue.
And he's like, what the fuck is it? What the fuck did I do? Goes, here's the shower. Goes, what the fuck? Goes upstairs. It's Andrea.
It's Andrea.
It's Shannon.
Okay.
Shouts, Shannon? Shannon? She's like, oh, I'll be out in a second. He's stressing, so he sits on the floor. He's sitting on the floor like this. You get what I mean?
Fetal.
Yeah. His
Fetal position.
Yeah. And he's like against the wall, hands in his faces in his hands. He's just like, fuck, what did I fucking do? What did I do? She comes out the shower, looks at him. What the fuck are you doing here? You're supposed to go. Like, you're supposed to go. Like don't.
She said that.
Yeah, like, don't you know how this goes? Like, just leave before my husband comes home.
She's married.
And I said this before.
Right.
Shannon's married.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Like, my husband gonna come. Just get out. Don't you know how this goes?
Lord.
And he's like, oh shit. No. What happened? I don't remember what happened. She's like, bro, leave. I'll tell you when we get to work. God. So he's like, all right then. He leaves, runs home, showers, gets ready for work, goes to work, finishes now. It's Friday night, and they're both sitting there in the she's walking towards her car, and he's like, wait. Stops her and says, what's happened? This is about 4:00 after school.
Okay.
He stops her and he says, what's happened? And she's walking towards her car. She says, sorry, 1 second. She says, it was great.
Boy.
He says, what was fucking great? What happened? And she's like, well, you know what happened? We had sex. He's like, fuck. Shit, I got to tell my wife. Huh. She's like he's like, you know what, I love her too much. I've been with her for so long. We have a child together. She's 3 months pregnant.
With a second one.
With a second baby. I got to fucking tell her. Runs. Turns around, like, starts walking towards his car. She says, what? Like, hell you're not? No, you ain't saying shit.
Boy.
He's like, what do you mean I'm not saying anything? I have to tell my wife. Like, I cheated. I made a mistake. I have to tell my wife. Next thing you know, she says, no, you're not. You're not. You ain't about to do that.
Right.
He says, I guarantee you I am. Dips, gets in his car, goes home, goes to open his house, and his wife is just sitting there crying.
Huh.
He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what's wrong? Like, I need to tell you something.
What? This is the wrong time to speak to them.
Gets a ring, gets a call.
Yeah.
Wait, no, she got a call.
Yeah.
From Shannon, saying that Mr. raped Shannon.
Wow.
Shannon's like, then the Mr's like, what the fuck, Andrea? That's a lie. If anything, she raped me. She like, I don't remember. She raped me. Like, I didn't do anything.
Lord.
Cuts. They had a divorce. Everything's said and done, and the baby is now born.
Huh.
Give a quick update of what's happened so far. They've had a divorce. They've been divorced for about 6 months now.
Yeah.
Andrea has gotten a new job. She's gotten a job because she was a housewife before.
Okay.
And she's taken full custody of Caleb, and she's now fully she's working. She's a police officer.
Right.
She's a police officer. She's community police officer.
Uh-huh.
And she's got a partner, and her partner strangled someone.
Oh.
Her partner murdered someone.
Okay. So and this is known.
Yeah, like, this is known across the community. Like, her partner's gone to prison.
Oh, okay, and he's come out.
No, he's her partner's Andrea's.
Oh, it was while they were together.
No, Andrea's partner. When she was in
Shannon's.
No. Andrea's partner.
Oh, the new one.
No, Andrea is the wife.
Yeah, of Mr.
Of Mr. Andrea is on the job in a police job. Yeah.
Oh, Andrea's work partner.
Andrea's work partner.
Oh, like partner. Okay, police partner. Okay, right.
Killed someone.
Right.
And her partner's now in police.
My bad, guys.
In prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. is now an ice cream man. He doesn't have a job.
Oh.
His friend Ricardo has given him a job of his own business. Lent him a truck. Said, you know what, You can't. Oh, Andrea's decided not to press charges.
Shannon's
decided not to press charges, and so he's just the sex offender.
Wow.
And basically all it is.
Yeah.
So he's an ice cream man doing his job and everything like that, and the baby's now been born. Like what the fuck? Like the baby's been born. Who's this baby going to? Because you're a police officer. You've just gone through all of this. I get I'm a quote unquote alleged sex offender.
Yeah.
But like what the fuck?
I
Like,
can't really have it because my reputation.
I still deserve it. Like I didn't do this, but you are in a dangerous position.
Yeah.
Where not only is Caleb at risk, our newborn baby's at risk. So I deserve it. He's been working, getting like he hasn't done anything wrong since then, since his new job as a ice cream man. He's been working his job. They take it to court. Who decides who gets the newborn baby? And let's just call the baby girl.
Calm.
Yeah. Who gets the newborn baby? Who do you think it will go to?
Yeah, we'll obviously go to Andrea.
It goes to Mister.
How though?
This is his first offence ever, which is alleged anyway.
That's a bit wild.
It's alleged until proven.
Okay.
Because it's still, although he's still fighting this case.
Yeah.
He's still fighting this case, but the baby goes to him.
Right.
So he's now about 7 months go by and he's got full custody of it, and he denies his wife to see his child because his wife done the same with Caleb.
Goodness.
So it's sort of like a revenge.
Okay.
So one night he goes to bed.
You said this was short, bruv.
Yeah, I know. One night he wakes up to go to his job, the ice cream man. Sleeps with the newborn baby next to him every night. And he wakes up and he's just in shock. There's just a mass amount of blood all over the room and the baby's been murdered.
What the hell?
Which has been put in his hands. So he thinks, you know what, fuck this, like fuck it, you know what, I can't even take this anymore, and just runs. Just leaves all the shit there and just runs.
My God.
Because he's like, there's nothing, I'm a sex offender now, I'll kill my baby, there's nothing I can do, so he just runs.
Lord.
And then this is where the film element comes into it.
Okay.
Then you see the baby Caleb is now 4.
Right.
So his wife, his ex-wife, is now going to pick up Caleb. And as she's driving, you can see the blood under her nails.
This bitch.
So this gives context to how her partner didn't actually kill the previous.
Yeah, he didn't strangle anyone.
He didn't strangle anyone. She did.
So she's mental.
Yeah.
What?
It's just about how his life just went downhill as soon as he turned 46.
Straight down. 46, man.
Yeah, it was a bit long, but I wanted to include some details that had no relevance, just to completely steer you away from thinking that his wife was the murderer.
That's a good point. I did not consider that.
Yeah.
That's
I wanted
legit.
you to think like maybe it was Shannon's husband, or maybe it was Shannon.
I mean, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Wild, man.
Very wild.
Wild horror, scary.
Yeah, it's a mental horror.
Scary.
Mental horror.
When you said Andrew gets a call like Shannon's been raped, I was thinking, what's wrong with women today, bruv? What is that claim?
Yeah,
that's
if we both had more time, I would have went in depth.
True,
I was like, nah.
As we do.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn then, isn't it?
It's yours as in depth.
We'll see.
All right.
Because I know the basics of a story, so I might just ad-lib a few things here and there. Yeah. But okay, so pardon me.
Do you want to give a disclaimer at all?
Well, it's a horror film.
Okay.
It's horror, man. That's all you need to know. Okay, so we start with this Asian couple in their mid-30s.
Oriental?
Yeah, Oriental. Okay. And they just moved to Wisconsin. So, like, Wisconsin, predominantly, like, white.
Yeah.
And they moved to a neighborhood where, you know those neighborhood where every house is, like, 3 houses apart? Like they're all mad detached.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
single house is detached. So it's all sparse and there's not that many people in this kind of area that they've moved into. But they just moved in, they thought the house was nice. The wife's name is Ellen.
Okay.
And the guy's name is David.
The husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so Ellen and David. And David has his mum is still around. And she's like classic Asian.
Okay.
So her name is like Main, short for Main, MEIN. Main, that's a short form of it. And she's still about. Sometimes he gets a call every once in a while just to make sure, or he calls her just to make sure she's all right in there. But they just moved in, and Ellen is 3 months pregnant.
Okay.
So they move into the house.
Same as Andrea.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, they just moved into the house, kind of introducing
Is
themselves
Ellen
to the neighbor.
Asian as well?
Yeah, they're both Asian.
Okay.
Both Asian. So they're introducing themselves to the neighbors and all that. All this, kind of getting used to the neighborhood. Next thing you know, Ellen has a miscarriage at 4 months. In the middle of the night, like she wakes up, there's blood on the bed, and she's like, "What's going on, David?" David's like, "I don't know. Let me call the ambulance." Boom, boom, boom. Take her to the ambulance. She's in a hospital bed now. Next thing you know, the doctor's telling them the baby didn't make it.
Yeah.
At 4 months. So Ellen's like, oh, "Fucking hell." So David calls his mum, May.
Imagine having to have your stomach still like that.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. The aftermath of everything is quite mad. But David calls his mum, Maine. And he goes, the baby's gone. Yeah. And Main's like, listen, I don't know. But David tells his mum that Ellen still wants a child.
Yeah.
So Ellen was telling David that she wants to adopt. So David tells his mum said that's a bad idea. Yeah. You shouldn't do that. Because, I don't know, like with all that situations, and also adoption, especially in your area, is a bit... I don't really like. By the way, she's like not really religious, but she's like grounded in like tradition.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
So it's kind of like, nah, listen, I don't know about that. But David's like, listen, I don't know. Let me talk to Ellen. Ellen is still like, I want this child. Mm-hmm. So after a few months, after they haven't fully recovered from that traumatic experience, obviously, but it gets to a point where Ellen's like, listen, I'm ready to adopt. So they go to the adoption agency, and they kind of go into.
What's that?
I think there's someone's drilling next door.
Oh.
But no, they go into adoption agency. They get set up with an orphanage.
Okay.
So you know when they go scouting for kids and they walk about.
Jesus.
It's you know, not like that, but you know. So
I hear that.
It's not a mister, is it? You know what I mean? So, but they go scouting for kids. They see this one girl, or Ellen sees this one girl. Looks about 6.
Okay.
Long black hair, pale face.
What ethnicity is she?
White.
Okay.
White, but like long, silky, long black hair, like beautiful black hair.
Okay.
Long, like down to like her knees, like really long. And she's 6 years old. She's quite small, but it's long and like flows. So this one stands out to her. So she's like, oh my God, she gets to talking to her. She's like, oh, you know, they get friendly. David comes by. Ellen goes, like, should we get this one? Like, nods it to the side, and David's like, I mean, we could do whatever. David's kind of nonchalant guy, so he's like, whatever. Ellen's like, yes, let's do this. So they say it all up. Next thing you know, this girl's name is I don't have a name for this girl. Let's call her Van.
Okay.
Yeah, so short for Vanessa, but let's call her Van. Yeah, so she says, my name is Van. She's like, nice to meet you. Your name's Ellen. David gets next thing you know, they say it all up. Adoption gets set through. Legalized. Boom. She's now their daughter. So she's at home in Wisconsin. The neighbors kind of now get a whiff of this. So like, oh, okay, nice to meet you. She gets introduced to the whole neighborhood and all that.
Yeah.
And then she gets put in school.
Okay. Now
in school, she's like not treated very well because she's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Like she's quiet, but also she kind of sits alone, and she's not got wide eyes, but she's got big eyes.
Yeah.
Like not too unnaturally big, but like they're noticeable. Do you know what I mean? And wide and deep black.
Okay.
Right. And her hair is black as well, but she's really pale.
Okay.
Right. So they're like, she kind of gets treated a bit like, what's wrong with this girl? All of this.
Yeah. She probably wears a purple jumper.
I would say she wears like a white shirt. Like she quite dresses a bit kind of natural.
Yeah.
For a 6-year-old, but Ellen, she was dressed a little bit booky before.
For a 6-year-old.
For a 6-year-old, obviously. You know what I mean, for a 6-year-old, sounds like a choice. But no, basically, she was kind of dressed a bit
for a 6-year-old. But
yeah, do you know what I mean? No, she was dressing a bit weird at the adoption agency, but Ellen didn't really notice that. She was more focused on her hair and her eyes. So when she got put into Ellen's care, Ellen kind of dressed her a bit more kooky in that.
Okay.
Because Ellen is a bit like fun, and do you know what I mean? David's a lot more like, listen, whatever, baby, like that. But Ellen's like arts and crafts kind of girl. She's like 34.
Okay.
But David's like 37.
Alright.
But boom, she gets stretched. So she does have she's like an orange jumper now.
Okay.
But she's still got like a bit of a weird face. Like she's got almost a bit of bags under her eyes.
Okay.
So the kids are like not really treating her very well.
She looks like a film. What's it called? What's that film?
Orphan.
No, what's that film where like Meet the Robinsons?
Yeah.
You know that cartoon film?
Or what's her name? You know in The Incredibles, Violet.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I was thinking of, you know, in Meet the Robinsons, you know that guy who's like, there's the two orphan guys.
Yeah.
The cartoon.
Yeah.
And there's the one who likes the baseball.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah. Pretty much like that. But yeah, so she tells them like Van comes home and tells them like the kids aren't really treating me nice. Ellen's like, listen, don't worry, you just be you. Like it's all about individuality.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta, if you stand out from the crowd, you stand out. Don't let others tell you that you're not supposed to be the way you're supposed to be. All of this, live your life. Van's like, listen, like let's do this. Meanwhile, David's mum comes home to stay at Ellen and David's house for a bit. Because Sutton and David's like, listen, you should just come by ours because like there's something going on. I think some issue with her house and whatever. So she doesn't live in Wisconsin. So she lives in.
Does she know? Oh, sorry, I'll interrupt.
Oh right, so she doesn't live in Wisconsin, but she comes home. She got wind of the adoption on the way.
Okay.
But she's not very happy about it.
Yeah.
But she's there in it, and Van's there. So what's she gonna do? So she gets introduced to Van finally. Van's like, boom, nice to meet you. Van doesn't really like her. Okay. Because obviously Maine already portrayed the kind of, I don't really like this situation. Like she wasn't told, but the way she was acting in front of Van was a bit, she didn't really like it. So there was a bit of an issue between them two. So that was that. But the neighbour's cat goes missing.
Okay.
So the neighbours come to Ellen and David's house. They go, have you seen my cat? Nothing. They haven't seen the cat. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So Van's still going to school, living life, boom, boom. Then one kid kind of angers her a bit. This guy's name is Billy. He's a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like one, you know, them 6-year-old dickheads. Just like, listen, why don't you just? Where did you even come from? Who are you? Like, what's your name? Do you even matter? Boom, boom. Yeah. So Van's like, listen, I ain't got time for this. So she pushes him really, really hard. He doesn't hit his head on the floor, but like he falls on the floor really bad.
Yeah.
He starts bleeding and crying. Everyone's like, Van, and the teachers come like, Van, what are you doing? What are you doing? All this. And she's like, she's going mad. She's like rampage. She's like, whatever. Well, she wasn't at the start after she pushed him. Then she kind of, it's really weird because she kind of saw he was in pain. And it kind of excited her.
Yeah. So
she was kind of standing there like, oh, what did I do? Then he turns around like teary-eyed. Everyone's like, Van, what did you do? And then she gets excited. She dives on him.
Yeah.
And Billy's like, no, please, teacher, stop. And then she goes and she like takes his neck, like puts his head to the side.
Okay.
And goes to bite him.
Okay.
But then they just stop her before she does that.
Yeah.
And they pull her away. And she's like, right, like rampage. She's going mad. They pull her away. They put her in the principal's office.
Okay.
Principal's like, Van, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? They call Ellen and David in.
Yeah.
Ellen and David are just confused. Ellen's more like, you know, she's not being like, kids will be kids, but she's kind of, like, you know what I mean? Allow her, like, she's being bullied. She's told me she's being bullied.
Yeah.
So, you know, retaliation is supposed to happen. But David's a bit like, I don't know, because he's starting to hear from his mum, Maine, who's obviously was a bit not really appreciating the girl at the point. So Dave is moving a bit. I don't know about this. Ellen's like, allow her, but so she gets suspended for a bit.
Okay.
Now as she gets suspended, she's got a week off, right? One of the kids at the school goes missing, and it's all in the news. It's kind of reported on, but you don't really hear about it too much, and you don't really care either because you don't really know anyone from the school. So, boom, boom, boom. You get this is in the news. One night of the suspension week, Ellen and David say, "Let's go out for the night," because we haven't been out in ages. It's been a while, especially since the miscarriage. David's like, "Don't bring that up."
Yeah.
Ellen's like, "Come on, it's been a while." Like, so, okay, so they push it. They book a restaurant. They head to the restaurant. They tell David's mum, Maine, look after Ellen. Van. Look after Van. Maine's like, okay, I guess so. So they go out. Maine's babysitting. So Maine's like, how you been? Like, how you doing? This conversation's a bit awkward and all that. But Van starts talking a bit weird. She's like, in China, do they have any like monster stories? And Maine's like, what's going on? Like, what's she talking about? So then she starts telling her this story about this one monster. Yeah, Maine starts telling Van this story about this one monster in Chinese folklore from her specific village, who eats children and gets younger from it. It's like Chinese folklore. So she tells Van, and Van's like, interesting. Bear in mind she's 6 years old. So she's interested in like kooky things. Yeah. So Maine's moving a bit like, what's going on with this girl? So Van's like, like, what we gonna eat? Maine's like, I guess I'll cook some food. Like, I don't know. But it gets to a point where Van starts annoying Maine. Yeah. So Maine kind of does a little Freudian slip of the tongue. Listen, I don't know why you're here. Like, you're not supposed to. So Van kind of takes it wrong. She's like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Maine's like, did your parents tell you about the miscarriage? Yeah. Van's like, no.
She didn't say, what's a miscarriage?
She knows what a miscarriage is. She's a smart kid.
Weird.
Yeah, because she's weird and she knows. Which actually catches Maine off guard. Like, how did you know what they... But Van's like, no, they didn't tell me. I didn't even know. Maine's like, listen, just letting you... If you didn't know...
Now you know.
Now you know. So Van's moving a bit, getting angry, slightly angry. Next thing you know... Cut. David and Ellen come back from dinner and they go straight to bed. They don't ask no questions. They're a bit smashed, I'm not gonna lie. They catch a cab home, yeah? They're like, listen, David, what's going on? Like, I'm gonna show you a good night and all that. And they're moving. David's like, listen, I don't know, like, my mum's upstairs. She's like, fuck your mum. Fuck your mum, we need to have a good time, baby. David's like, whatever, okay, cool. So they go to bed, wake up the next morning. Van's just there in the door. It's like daytime. It's like 11. Yeah. Van's just there, just like, breakfast. Yeah. And then they're like, they go downstairs. David's mum's not there. Okay. So they're like, where's Maine gone? Yeah. And Van is like, oh, I forgot to tell you that her house is back to normal now, like a whole situation. So she just left in the middle of the night, and she asked me, "Are you all right to stay?" And I said, "Yeah, like I'm okay. Like mum and dad are coming back anyway, so it'll be fine. You can just go." Okay. So Dave is like, "Oh, okay, I should call her." Van's like, "There's no need. You don't need to do that. Don't need to do that." David's like, "I'm just gonna call her." But then Van's like, "Don't call her." David's like, "What?" And then Van's like, you don't need to, like, David's like, all right, cool, all this. That kid Billy from school, who was a dickhead, he's missing, as well as 3 other kids.
Okay.
Right? So Ellen and David catch wind of this and they're like, mate, what the fuck is going on? Why are all these kids going missing?
Yeah.
Neighbour's cat still hasn't been found.
Yeah.
Actually, tell a lie, it has been found.
Okay.
Dead. Like, inside's gone. Eaten.
Okay.
Eaten by something. So that gets put in the newspaper as well. The next thing you know, like, what's going on? Van goes back to school. And you know how kids are like, boom, boom. Kids are like, now you're back. Maybe you were the one who was killing all the people.
Yeah.
And Van's like, how dare you? Like, how dare you? How dare you? Like, what's going on? So then she starts getting into a fight again. Ellen gets called in again. Ellen and David. Actually, David doesn't get called in. Ellen gets called in. All this. And then the principal brings up the fact, like, Ellen's been back. She's starting fights again already. Or Van's been back just for like a week and she's already starting fights. And a few kids are going missing. Just letting you know, the kids don't feel safe. The parents have caught wind of this rumour that there's some sort of a monster or a cannibal or something. And there's something going on. Like, bodies are showing up. Like, half of it missing. Nothing's really been explained. So parents are like, I don't know what's going on. Do you know anything about this? Ellen's like, I don't know. Van, do you know anything? Van's like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on. But Ellen starts to, she's like, I don't know, like, because David kind of is in the circle of other people who are chatting about this cannibal thing. So, how long has it been, by the way?
17 minutes.
For me?
Yeah.
Calm. So David's kind of started to convince Ellen a little bit more, like, mate, I feel like Van is involved in this somehow. Also, I still don't know where my mum is.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my mum? There's no police reports. I put out whatever the police thingy's been out.
Yeah.
I put that out. Nothing's caught back. So I'm a bit worried right now. But maybe talk to Van a little bit. So Ellen eventually has to sit down with Van. Like, Van, are you sure you don't know anything about this? Like, you don't know anything about... And Van just breaks down and starts crying. And again brings up that excuse, or not even excuse, the problem of kids are bullying me. And I just don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable here. Ellen's like, oh my God. She's thinking, this is not really the issue at hand, but I understand this. Do you know what I mean? It's my daughter, quote unquote daughter. So I got to really take her considerations at heart here. Obviously, kids first and all that. So Ellen's like, I don't know. She tells David, I think we've got to pull her out of school. Yeah. David's like, I guess we have to. But what are we gonna do now? I don't know. She has to get something. I don't know. So she gets pulled out of school. And that night, Ellen and David say, let's just go out again. But let's go out, the 3 of us, because they don't have a childminder now. Tell a lie, they hire a childminder. I just remembered. They hire a childminder. This is one of the neighbours from like 3 doors down. Okay. Not the one whose cat's missing, but her dog went missing recently. Alright. So she's like, I don't know. So she kind of starts taking care of Van while David and Ellen come back. But this night isn't as good as the first night. So they come back a bit earlier. Now, what they do is they walk through the door, and what they see is blood everywhere. Van crouched over, back to the door. They see just the head of the neighbour, because the body's kind of covered by the couch, wide-eyed, just there. And Van's kind of hunched over, like this. And Van turns around. And the light from the street kind of shines through the door and just lights her. It's like a streak. The rest of the room is dark, except for her. And she turns around. Remember, big eyes, yeah? Yeah. Big eyes, long black hair. Just the tips of it, red stained. Okay. She turns around like this. And then Ellen and David are like, what?
Yeah.
And Van is just like, she just starts crying. She just starts crying. And then she kind of stands up slowly, starts walking towards them. David kind of backs away. Ellen starts walking towards her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's going on? Van starts running, and then she just hugs Ellen. And then Ellen's kind of a bit confused, a bit sad, a bit like just embracing her, just kind of like this. Van's just crying. And David is like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
What's going on? I don't get it. So, smash cut to about 3 months later. Van's back in a new school.
Okay.
David and Ellen are a bit rocky, but Ellen's still there for Van.
Okay.
David's kind of in and out. Like, he lives there, but he doesn't live there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's there. Their marriage is moving a bit rocky right now, but Ellen's still there. Van still goes to school. Bullying is still happening, but not as much.
Mm-hmm.
Kids still go missing from time to time. But Van comes home one day, and Ellen's like, yeah, how was school? And Van was like, yeah, it was fun. I tell you what, they had a very nice school lunch today.
Yeah.
And Ellen goes, oh yeah? Right. Okay, cool. What was it? Just like they had like just some nice stuff. Like, it was really good. It was a bit too much. I almost filled me up.
Yeah.
And Ellen's like, listen, you need to be careful. Just be careful with what you're doing. And Van's like, you're right, mum. You're right. And Ellen's like, come. I'm cooking something. Let me show you. And Van's like, runs over to the kitchen. They start cooking, they're laughing. End of story.
What the fuck? That's a bit mad. I thought you were going to end it like her mum was cooking someone.
Nah, that would have been a bit too cliche.
That would have been very cliche, but I was just like...
I mean, really, you don't know what she's cooking, but...
Like, how did they just accepted it?
I don't know, B.
That's horrible. That's a horror.
Horror.
How are we going to come back? I think this is nice.
we could just leave it like this.
I think this is nice.
Just tell each other stories. It's like a campfire.
Yeah.
The campfire season. Welcome to the Max Level Podcast Campfire season.
Campfire season.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, and it's dark as well now.
Looks like a campfire a bit.
Looks a bit like a campfire. Let me bring up a video of a fire.
Got there in the end. Just put on Spotify. Just put on SoundCloud. Watch it load. We'll have it for a couple seconds.
I'll get video. So it's an actual fire as well.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, that was our stories, man.
Oh, nice.
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were spooked.
Yeah.
Spooked out, bruh. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with Van, baby? Is she a cannibal? Is she a vampire? Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, man.
I feel sorry for Mister.
Man, Mrs. Life went down the toilet.
All at 46. So I'm saying, when I hit 32, I'm gonna be dreading 46.
So what's the title of that story?
Get rape charges. I don't know. I don't know. What would it be called? I
know.
What would you call it?
I'd say My Chinese Village.
My Chinese Village.
Or My Village.
I call it something like...
Because that's where she got the idea from, innit?
Who?
Van.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Like, that's what inspired it, like eating children to stay young.
Basically. All that folklore as well, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I call it something like, folklore.
Yeah, that sounds a bit cliche.
Or the folk tale, the modern folk tale.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's a madness, though. That is a modern folk tale, though.
It is a modern folk tale, isn't it? That's crazy talk.
Yeah, man.
That is something that I came up with for uni. Because I needed to come up with a rock story on the spot. Oh, sorry, a horror story.
A rock story on the spot.
Because you know why? I typed camp and it said Camp Rock. It's like when someone says, it's 2017. So I write 2017 in the book. Fucking it's 2018. Jesus.
Yeah, that was nice, though. Nice story.
Yeah, that was cool, man. That was cool.
You got the fire up?
I do. 2 hours loop of crackling fire noises and fire. Yeah, love it. Skip that advert. I love it. We should put that on throughout the whole thing.
We're in 2018. It might annoy the viewers.
Oh, it might annoy them.
Let us know if it annoys you, if you can hear it. Yeah, man. It really
Oh,
sets
God.
the scene, though.
Yeah, man. I want to roast some s'mores or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it, man.
Thanks for listening as usual.
Thanks for listening. Hope you got spooked.
Hope you was
Catch it. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Facts.
Catch us in the
Campfire
next
season,
one.
baby.
Yeah, man.
But,
Campfire season. Catch us in the next one where we don't know the genre yet.
Yeah, we'll come up with that, or you could comment and we'll filter to.
Yeah, you can give suggestions as well.
To our one.
Because it doesn't even have to be a genre. It can be like any kind of story.
Yeah.
I think we might do. I don't want to reveal too much.
No,
actually.
we can't reveal it.
We can't
They
reveal
can't
too
reveal
much.
it.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a genre though. It could be anything.
Yeah. If you don't, we will.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
We've got it. We've got the plan anyways.
But thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening,
Follow
guys.
the Matt Stuffing Podcast Instagram, the Matt Stuffing Podcast YouTube channel, the Matt Stuffing Podcast iTunes, and the Matt Stuffing Pod Twitter.
Yes.
Leave
That is
comments on whichever one you like. Don't worry, we'll monitor them.
It's true.
all.
We're watching them all.
Okay.
Rate on iTunes 5 stars because you know we deserve it.
Yeah, facts.
And
Come
that's
on, man.
that.
It's Campfire season, baby.
Do you know what I mean? Campfire season. We're back, baby. Season 2, baby.
CAMPFIRES.
C-A-M-P Patrick, song, C-A-M-P, Squidward. Good. It'll help. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to SpongeBob. Apparently that makes children dumb. I heard.
Oh, facts.
I guess that's why I got 8 A stars then, innit? At GCSE.
Did you get 8 stars?
I got 8 A's. I've been watching too much SpongeBob. True.
Yeah, thanks again for listening.
Thanks for listening, man.
Yeah. Shouts out to yourself.
Shouts out to yourself for listening, man.
Yeah, and
Catch us in the next one.
yeah. look
Every
forward-
Thursday, you know.
We hope you enjoyed this season. This is the start of another couple of episodes to come.
Yeah, man.
But yeah. Signing out.
Signing off.
Take care. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
When you're hold on.
What?
It's perfect timing.
What?
When you're too close to the fire.
When you're too close
And you
to
get that crackly.
Oh, Lord. Shout out your auntie's mum. You're dancing with your auntie.
Oh.
God damn it.
Lol.
Song. C-A-M-P-I-F-E.
Max nothing.